Hello everyone, welcome back to That's English.
Oh, hi there. Sam, is that paint in your hair?
Oh, probably. I was helping a friend paint her bedroom this weekend.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you.
Well, today's episode is all about helping people.
Remember we met Omar in the first episode, and now he's living in the house with the others.
And he has some interesting ideas about helping people.
As you watch, answer this question. Why do Karen and Danny decide to help others?
Charities are asking politicians, businesses and members of the public to help those worse off than themselves. The initiative, named Operation Helping Hands, is being launched today in Westminster. And now for the weather.
Operation Helping Hands, eh? It sounds like a good idea.
It's sad when people are made to feel responsible for doing the government's job.
Well, I can't organise my own life sometimes, never mind trying to help other people.
And we pay taxes so that social services and the National Health Service can provide for the poor, the sick, the elderly and the disabled. We shouldn't have to depend on members of the public or on charities.
In my country, we say to give is everything, but that gift must be important and truly cost the giver.
How do you mean?
Well, for example, you see someone begging. You have £500 in your pocket. You give the beggar £10 and walk on. That's cost you nothing. Often, time is worth more than money.
That's cost you £10.
Yes, but that's just 2% of your money. You could give more.
Then you'd be crazy. People should rely on themselves. It's too easy to expect others to do everything for you. Right, I'm off out for a bit. I'll tidy up when I get back.
Don't worry. While you're all out, I intend to give the kitchen a really good clean.
Well, you don't have to do that, Omar.
It will be my pleasure. You've all helped me. Now I want to help you. What goes around, comes around.
Hello, Mrs. D.
Oh, morning.
Oh,
How's Mr. D?
he's in bed. His back's bad again. He can't even get out into the garden, and you know how much he loves gardening.
Oh, yes. He's certainly got green fingers.
Unfortunately, I haven't. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. The back garden's a terrible mess.
Time is worth more than money.
Are you all right, Karen, dear?
Yes, I'm fine. Why don't I lend you a hand, Mrs. D?
Well, that's very kind of you, but you're not exactly dressed for gardening.
That's okay. I'll try not to get too dirty. As long as it doesn't take all day.
Well, come on, follow me.
Excuse me, can I give you a hand carrying those bags?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm fine. Honestly.
Let me help, really. I'm Danny, by the way.
Oh, Jen. And this is Mo.
Hello, Mo.
Thank you. It's really nice of you.
Not at all.
To give is everything.
As I always say, to give is everything.
A real knight in shining armour, eh? Rescuing a lady in distress. It's not every day a gentleman offers to carry my shopping.
That was nice of Danny to offer to help Jen with the shopping bags.
Yes, she called him a knight in shining armour.
Those bags did look very heavy. Do you think he'll regret his offer of help?
I doubt it. She was very pretty.
Did you get the answer to the question? Why do Karen and Danny decide to help others?
Time is worth more than money.
Not at all.
To give is everything.
As I always say, to give is everything.
It's because they remember Omar's saying that time is worth more than money.
And that to give is everything.
In the video, we heard different ways of offering help and expressing willingness.
I intend to give the kitchen a really good clean. It will be my pleasure. You've all helped me. Now I want to help you.
Let me help, really.
It's also quite common to use the metaphor of hands when we talk about help, like lend a hand or give a hand.
Excuse me, can I give you a hand carrying those bags?
Why don't I lend you a hand, Mrs. D?
It was kind of Samantha to give her friend a hand with the decorating.
Let's watch part 2 to see how Karen and Danny are getting on with their good turns.
And the question you need to answer is this. In what way can Mrs. Dalton help Jen?
Are you sure you can manage to dig this out?
I'm not much of a gardener, but I'm more than capable of digging out that little bush.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but it's a shrub, not a bush.
Well, whatever it is, I'll manage to do it. It's only small.
Safely delivered. It's nice to have met you.
You look a bit tired. Tea?
Oh, please.
You didn't need to carry them all. I could have helped you.
Hey, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Afraid I haven't got any biscuits. I tend to spend all my money on things for Mo. I don't work, you see, and Mo's dad and I split up.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mo's a sweetie.
Yeah, and she's as good as gold.
Come on, you stupid little shrub. Don't you worry. I promised I would get you out, and... Go!
Ooh. Well done, dear.
You're not regretting helping me, are you?
Not at all. Look, here's my number. That way, if you ever need someone to carry your shopping, you only have to give me a call.
Thanks. See you around. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Yeah.
Karen, I've got a few little things that need putting in the shed. Would you mind?
Of course not. Oh, Danny, that was good timing. Help me lift these, will you?
Oh, no. OK.
Hello, Omar. I'll come straight to the point. It seems you spoke to Karen about doing good turns for other people.
Yes.
How about doing some gardening and a few odd jobs for Mr. D and me? We can pay you cash. As I always say, what goes around comes around.
Danny, I didn't expect to see you so soon. How are your arms?
Oh, great. Just a little stronger.
I'm glad it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Remember you said that you used to have a waitressing job?
Yeah, I had to give it up because of looking after Mo.
Well, my housemate, Anthony, has a restaurant, and he's looking for a part-time waitress.
That's really kind of you, Danny, but I can't take Mo to work with me, can I?
One of my neighbours, Mrs. Dalton, loves kids and doesn't get out much. She'd be delighted to babysit Mo 2 or 3 times a week while you're at work.
That's kind of her.
Well, I do favours for her, so I asked her if she'd like to pass a favour on for me.
Tea?
Thanks.
So, Danny helps Mrs. Dalton helps Jen, and Omar helps Mrs. Dalton.
As Omar says, what goes around comes around. If you do someone a favour, in the end, someone will do you a favour.
Did you get the answer to the question? In what way can Mrs. Dalton help Jen?
One of my neighbours, Mrs. Dalton, loves kids and doesn't get out much. She'd be delighted to babysit Mo 2 or 3 times a week while you're at work.
Mrs. Dalton can babysit Mo while Jen is at work.
It's great that she can work as a waitress in Anthony's restaurant.
In the film, people use different verb patterns to talk about helping each other.
Some of these verb patterns include the gerund form.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but it's a shrub, not a bush.
You're not regretting helping me, are you?
I've got a few little things that need putting in the shed.
Others include the infinitive.
Are you sure you can manage to dig this out?
You didn't need to carry them all. I tend to spend all my money on things for Mo.
So, did you manage to finish painting your friend's bedroom?
Yes, but her living room needs doing too.
I hope you don't mind my saying, but that's a very big hand you're lending her.
I know. I tend to offer my help a little too freely.
Let's head to the USA to find out how people there help each other.
We asked them 2 questions. In what kind of situations do you help other people?
And when do you like to receive help?
I think the best way that you can help someone is just by listening and being compassionate.
I help people every day.
That's
I'm a giver
what he's
every
all
day.
about, yeah.
I don't take from nobody. I give every day.
Exactly.
Don't expect payback.
Well, we help people every day because we're nurses.
You help people all the time. It's your job.
Yeah, it's my job to, I guess, help guide children and their families through the process of being diagnosed with developmental disabilities like autism. So my work every day is kind of a helping people process.
We have an organization to help the homeless, so we kind of help people all the time. We do volunteer work, like we'll go feed the hungry, or we'll donate clothes that we don't use anymore.
Bailing people out of jail.
Helping someone on the side of the road, which I haven't done, but I probably would.
I currently ran a race, so during the race, some people had a hard time. So during that, everybody was helping each other. So I try to help people as much as I can.
And when we receive help is when we get home, you know, when you just had a tired, you know, just gave your all at work, and then sometimes you just need help, emotional.
Usually little things. When you're trying to do big things, the little stuff kind of tends to fall by the wayside. So simple help with household chores.
If I need help at school with work, we might go see a tutor.
It's harder as a guy to accept help, I think. A lot of people let their ego get in the way.
Right before I'm having a party. I can do all the prep and let someone come and just pull it all together.
Some of the people interviewed help people through their work.
Dina and Dickietta are nurses, and Nicole helps parents and children with developmental disabilities.
And Jamaica, Brandy and Chelsea help the homeless and the poor through their organisation.
So, Samantha, you clearly like doing favours for people.
Yes, I do. It makes me feel good about myself.
So would you mind looking after my cat when I'm away next weekend?
Of course I will. But remember, Kieran, what goes around comes around.
That's all for today's programme. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.